A dip in form has slowed down Inter's title charge. However, they still remain in pole position to bring home the Scudetto going into matchday 31. The Nerazzurri have a 6-point cushion at the top and want to keep their rivals at bay by beating Champions League chasing Roma, who arrive here sitting in 6th. At the Meazza, it's Inter against Roma. Pellegrini to kick us off. And we are underway. Roma playing from right to left, immediately going along in this crunch match tonight. And joining me for the occasion is Manuel Pascali. Hello, Manuel.
Hi, Thomas. Great atmosphere in San Siro. Inter fans are in a good mood. You can hear them screaming from the very start. They want to show their support behind the Nerazzurri, who has to get 3 points here to keep AC Milan and Napoli, who are facing each other tomorrow night, with the right gap, 6 and 7 points.
Indeed, that's the objective for Inter, to bounce back tonight, keep Milan and Napoli at arm's length, up a 9-point lead at the top. Going into tomorrow's other crunch match over this Easter weekend. The Roma want the points for their Champions League qualification ambitions. Here is Thuram. Still with Thuram, Lautaro Martinez! How they've missed him! And he's back with a bang! A minute gone, Inter lead! A real statement from the Tula, Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. Inter 1, Roma 0.
Wow, what a start from the Nerazzurri. Incredible, Baku. You could have felt that the energy around the stadium was the right one. Look, good pass from Akanji to Thuram. This is the man that can make things happen for Inter. Square ball towards Lautaro Martinez. I don't know where is Mancini. I don't know where is all the other center back. But this is a finish that this man cannot miss. 1-0 Inter.
They are a different team with Lautaro Martinez in the starting lineup. Almost 2 months out. But he marks his return in style. Now Zielinski, Thuram, went for that cheeky little touch. Now Di Marco's won it back. And from distance, Calhanoglu. And now Di Marco on the turn! And just wide. Boy, Inter are up for it tonight.
Wow, what a start. What a finish by Calhanoglu. Look the power on his strike from here.
Soleil, Mancini, they come to Marlon, Cherby sliding in. Here's Barella. Decided to slow things down there, Manuel Barella.
Yeah, there was room for Thuram.
Now here's Di Marco. Lautaro Martinez! Kept out by Svila. Trying to catch the Roma keeper by surprise.
And I think that's a good save. Yes, Lautaro is an onside position.
Now Soleil. Mancini. Going to get past Di Marco. Cristante wrenches there. Wrench just couldn't quite coordinate himself. Soleil with that delivery, Marlon's there! And that's a standout save by Sommer. And put out behind.
That's a fantastic save. Yes, Lautaro was behind the Swiss international goalkeeper. This is a fantastic save. Yeah, maybe Malen didn't get the connection he hoped for, but it's a good save.
Marlon trying to open up some space in behind. Stante. Marlon! It wasn't far wide, you know, and it had Sommer worried. Pellegrini comes here to wrench. Soleil. Wrench. And there's the header. And there's the equaliser. Gianluca Mancini. Just 5 minutes before the break. Inter peg back. Roma level. Mancini with his first Serie A goal of the season. And it's come at Inter.
Yeah, but that's well deserved, Thomas, because Roma in the last 20 minutes been the better team. Find a gap against on the left side. Di Marco too slow. This is a good ball from Wrench, and Mancini with desire is attacking the ball, going and meeting first, anticipating Thuram, who's not a defender but lost the number 23, who finds the equalizer for Roma.
There's the boy who grew up supporting Inter. Scores against Inter. Di Marco. Bastoni. Here goes Hakan Calhanoglu! The house specialty! On the cusp of half-time! Inter retake the lead! Calhanoglu with a rocket! And taking Inter a step closer to the title, maybe. And keeping his former employers, Milan, at bay.
Mamma mia! What a goal this is, Thomas, from a player that can score from anywhere, receiving the ball from Zelinski. One only thing in his mind, strike it. And as you can see, the ball changing direction in the air. Look there. That's an incredible shot. He's one of the few players in the world at the moment that can strike the ball the way he does here. Fantastic goal, and that's what Inter needed at the right time.
In added time, with surely the final kick of the first half. The president approves, the vice president approves. And there goes the half-time whistle. What a way to bring the first half to a close with what will be one of the goals of the weekend. Hakan Calhanoglu then putting Inter back in front just before the half-time whistle, after Mancini thought Roma were going to go into the break on terms. At the interval then, Inter in pole position and on course to open up a 9-point lead at the top of the Serie A table. Mancini still hobbling. We'll see whether he'll be okay to continue at the restart. His equaliser after Lautaro Martinez's very early goal. At the break then, it is Inter 2, Roma 1. It's Ghilardi all set to come on then. So Gianluca Mancini hasn't been able to grit his teeth then and continue. And who got Roma level is now off. And Daniele Ghilardi has come on. Still seeking his first for Roma. And he has come into the four. He is really disappointed. Daniele Ghilardi. We're back underway then. Inter playing from right to left and back in front. We're now looking to kick on, Manuel. Hello again.
Yes, Thomas, of course. Calhanoglu scored the second goal in the right time.
Wrench. He played his part in one goal tonight. Setting up that leveller for Mancini. They were only level for a few minutes though, after a wonder goal by Hakan Calhanoglu. His 9th of the Serie A season. Now Thuram pouncing. Thuram, Lautaro! His 2nd of the night! Inter open up a 2-goal cushion. And are they now sprinting towards the title as we head into the final stretch of the season?
Inter, do you miss Lautaro? Yes, of course, we did. Fantastic play by Thuram, who's winning the challenge against Ranch. From a defender point of view, you don't have to let the ball bounce because you won't be the favorite. Lautaro weighs it, then drives the ball. Great move by, I think, Dumfries, who's attracting the defenders on the opposite side. Lautaro on the back. Look here, long ball. Here, Thuram winning the challenge against Ranch. But look where is Dumfries. Attacking in behind, attracting Dika plus Gilardi. This frees room for Lautaro. And from there, he doesn't miss. But here, the goal is coming from this mistake by Ranch. And here, easy for the number 10.
Excellent work off the ball by Dumfries. Thuram with another assist. Not just Lautaro Martinez, but also the Tula, Thuram and Lautaro Martinez, the deadly duo. And they are back at their brilliant best. Thuram revitalised. In comes the corner. And there it is from Marcus Thuram. He's been under fire in recent months for a lack of goals. But tonight he is back to his brilliant best. 2 assists on the score sheet. And it's now Inter 4, Roma 1. It's turning into a rout.
Always a danger to Thuram on the near post. He loves that. He's done it again. But it's all about the delivery. From Calhanoglu in the swinger. Thuram just behind the front bump. Look there. Acerbi, Bastoni attacking the front area. And from there, Thuram doesn't miss. Celik too far away. And the touch, small touch, is enough to score probably the winning goal.
Surely no way back now for Roma. Marcus Thuram, that glancing header. He's got his smile back for both club and country. Marcus Thuram. Now Barella. Still Barella! It's been a long time coming. Just his 2nd of the campaign for Niccolò Barella. And boy, he enjoyed that one. Another one under fire in recent weeks and months. And after his international disappointment, another step closer to domestic bliss for Barella.
Party time now for Inter. There is still 28 minutes to go for Roma. And you can see from the celebration that everybody was waiting for that goal to come. But now Roma has to sort things at the back. 5 goals with 28 minutes to go. And here, too easy. Ndika losing the ball, misunderstanding between number 5 and Hermoso. Then winning the ball, the 50-50 challenge. After the tackle there, the interception by Gilardi. The ball again felt into the Barella feet. That from there doesn't miss.
His first then since early October for Niccolò Barella. What a roller coaster week for him. Given away, Marlon now. Marlon! Did Sommer get a save on it? I think he got a touch there. It's a really good save then from Sommer. Marlon still trying to battle away. Ndika. Zielinski. Now Bizili, Marlon to take on the Inter defence. Still with Marlon, now Pellegrini! Really cool finish. Roma have a goal back. They reduce the deficit. Something for them to build upon. 20 minutes to go, and Pellegrini gets a goal back.
Yeah, too much room for Marlon to turn and drive the ball forward. Acerbi is too far away from number 14. And what about this for a finish? You don't need power in the penalty box. Place it. And this is an exquisite goal by Roma, number 7.
Sommer. Marlon got his head to it. Now Bonny. Pace to burn. Bonny. Dumfries. Went for that cheeky little chip. The cucchiaio. Made famous, of course, by a former Roma man, Francesco Totti, but couldn't quite apply that finishing touch.
That's the solution, no, Thomas. When teams are going to try to press you from the very start, you got big boys up front. Play long, they're gonna win the 50-50 in here.
Di Marco. Bonny looking to get there. Pio Esposito! Superb by Svela.
What a save by one of the best goalkeepers in the Serie A. But these two players love to play each other. Look, great back heel. From there it's not easy to try to find the far corner. So that's why Esposito went for the near post.
Di Marco. And Denzel Dumfries on that occasion, rising highest.
Yeah, he's a weapon from set piece we see last season, especially against Barcelona, not going far away from the target. Great leap. It is not an easy header because you have to generate the kind of power. Not far away.
Pellegrini. Now Tsimikas looking to keep it alive. El Shaarawy. Celik. Cristante. Di Marco committing the foul there on Nicolò Pisilli. No yellow card, and we haven't actually had a yellow card this evening. Goes Pellegrini. Not a bad effort from Lorenzo Pellegrini. Well-deserved win for Inter. Started really well in the second half as well. They were brilliant at that opening period.
We said it. Calhanoglu goal changed everything because Roma went into the break, one goal down, then the 15 minutes, they scored 3 goals.
A real statement from Inter. The Nerazzurri go 9 points clear at the top, awaiting Napoli, Milan tomorrow. Thuram amongst the scorers for Christian Kivu's men. Pellegrini with a consolation strike. A night full of positives, the captain back for Inter. And this feels huge for Inter, and it could be a turning point in the title race. As for Roma, a bitter blow to their top 4 ambitions. Final score here at the Meazza. Inter 5, Roma 2.